In life there are still many mysteries. I enjoy mysteries. Other than that, my favorite things are making lists. But this story isn't about me. This is a tale of magical lakes, long misunderstood. A man who almost let his jealousy destroy that magic. A singer-songwriter on a quest for peace. And the millions of vagrants, vagabonds, heroes and villains who have, over the years, come to see, feel, and smell, and see the magic of Craigavon Lakes. Situated about here on this accurate map, Craigavon Lakes have long been a source of wonder. Lake Magisterius, so called because it was deemed equally majestic and mysterious. Lake Cosmos, named because nothing within the known cosmos came close to its beauty. And a third invisible lake called Allen. This lake is believed to be located underneath a massive new leisure center, where confused people go to walk on treadmills and look at the lakes, instead of walking around them. Ironically, this kind of nonsense could potentially be resolved easily. They say if you dip your toes in the water of Craigavon Lakes, it can cure stupidity. People who have dipped their tootsies in the past claim to have recovered from a wide range of moronic ailments, including selfishly spending too long in public toilets, belief in astrology, claiming that wine tastes nice, calling all your spoons Arnold for some reason, and poorly pretending to be American in short film voiceovers.
Visited Craigavon Lakes today. What can I say? My mind has been blown wide open. Gloria Dentist. Knee doctor. Diary entry.
I'm not sure how I ended up in a documentary, but I did. I like that. I also like blue. It's my second favorite color. George Murray, repetitive misplacer of diaries. Diary entry.
Although many believe wholeheartedly in the magic, others have benefited from the lakes in less dramatic ways.
The lakes didn't cure my problem, but they did perk me up a bit. Took up career in comedy. And you know what? The old ones are still the best. I said to me friend, you know what? I'd like to steal this cooking implement. He said, won't you get in bother for that? I said, that's a risk I'm willing to take. I've got a magnetic ball bag. Still, you've got to have a laugh, haven't you?
John Brapp used his fame to encourage others to visit Craigavon. He truly was a fine ambassador for the lakes. Before he died, hip thrusting too close to an oncoming train. Thanks to John, fans of the lakes have come from all walks of life, some well respected and praised, others a little less so. Gregory Skellish famously described the lakes as liquid gold, but he was also famous for shouting, "Polygamous emu, wardrobes of Warwick unite, I'm a miniature tea cozy," while throwing sweet corn at dog poo to make it look more human. Yet it wasn't sweet corn that would have an effect on the lakes, it was beans. It is often the case that one doesn't see the beauty in things that lie right under one's very nose. Locals can be some of the harshest critics of their own homelands.
Lakes are shite.
But one local man took his hatred further. William Danax resented the popularity of the lakes, claiming that his garden pond was much more fascinating, but nobody came to see that. The media did come to see him, however, after an act of sabotage, when he was accused of emptying out-of-date tins of beans into the lakes to destroy their beauty. Danax told reporters to get away from his house or he would turn violent, famously stating that he would personally fight local hard case reporter Sean Not Nice McNuckles.
That was a hasty comment. You don't tease an angry beast.
As his court case continued, He went on to say that he would bring the entire Craigavon area into hellish war if he wasn't shown some respect.
That was a foolhardy comment. One that made him seem like an aggressor and a villain.
After weeks of avoiding the media, he erupted, stating, "If you vultures don't leave me alone soon, I'll drown you all in beans."
That was a silly comment. Nobody drowns in beans.
But as tensions were rising, one man worked hard to bring this conflict to an end. Singer-songwriter Lance Vellon. He wrote about peace, unity, love. He spoke about the power of the lakes. He preached about Danax's pond. He sang about the area they were all a part of. He sang about the nearby street art, equally as compelling as it was colorful. Inspired by Vellon's work, William Danax admitted his crimes and agreed to personally fund a lake cleanup scheme. Vellon also inspired people from around the globe to come and see the lakes. They came to dip their feet. They came to hear the mallards sing, or to glimpse the Atlantic cod that graze in nearby fields. They came to see snakes, warplanes, and the Statue of Liberty. They came with strange expectations and laughably inaccurate geographical knowledge, but none of them left unmoved.
Truly, to look upon them and not be moved is to be as a rock, artless, empty of soul. One finds oneself ever drawn to the magic of Craigavon lakes. Yam potato, philosopher, poet, memoirs.
I've lost my bloody diary again. George Molly, diary entry.
I'm not the world's most intelligent man, but I do know a few things to be undeniably true. Hard work pays off. Organization saves frustration. Motorcycles were invented in jest by gay pygmy shrews. And there are few things better in this world than floating on one of these lakes, blissfully unaware of life's woes, listening intently to Lance Vellon's greatest album. My death will not be a callback joke. But who knows how long these lakes will remain? Nothing lasts forever. So why waste your time playing video games, mocking bananas, or pumping up clogs? Why not do something magical while you can? Why not visit Craigavon Lakes? In memory of Lance Vellon, he drowned in beans.